Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. I'm your host, Darien Rencher. We got a special guest. We in Atlanta today. I want my hat. We in Atlanta. Look, introducing my mans coming off first team All Pro season, former first round pick, number 14 to be exact, two-time first team college All American, graduate of Notre Dame.
Mm,
You didn't graduate?
Not yet.
Wow.
Not yet. I would love to say I have. I have 3 classes left.
All right, well,
Almost.
future graduate of Notre Dame, fellow light skin, Kyle Hamilton. What's up, brother?
What's up? Appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for coming on. All right, get into the season. Come on, first team All Pro. One, just year two, that's a big feat. How do you feel?
I'm very proud, first off, and almost like surreal looking back on it.
For
just
sure.
like because we were just talking about before we started up, like how quickly life goes by, and like how I
Nice.
feel like I just left high school and now I'm
Yeah.
year 3 in the league. But honestly, just like super proud to see like my work coming to fruition. But I feel like I still have a bunch to do. I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface of my potential in terms of football wise, and it's awesome because I have a ton of stuff I can work on and hopefully get even better with the years.
No, for sure. What was is there a memorable moment from this year? Like your favorite moment from this season?
Probably just that whole 49ers game.
Yeah.
It's like everybody. It didn't seem like there was anybody on our team who was like playing bad. Like everybody was doing their thing, and that was a fun film session the next week, and it was a huge game. Both teams were 11-3 or something like that
Yeah.
at the point. And on Christmas night, Monday Night
I
Football,
know.
like on the road in a hostile environment, and nobody really thought we were going to win that game, and
Right.
we won pretty handedly. So like that was something that just like assured everything we had done during the year and going forward.
Yeah. Talk about this. What do you think went into like the leap from year one to year two? Because obviously, like you play well, but like there's probably mental
Yeah.
things or things you did off season or just your routine. Like, what do you think went into you having like the season you had?
Yeah, I don't even think it started after the offseason, after the season ended my rookie year. I think kind of halfway through my rookie year, it's always about confidence and like
Right.
talent. I never really questioned my talent. It was more just about, you kind of got to like make that play or cover that dude or
Right.
do whatever to, in your mind, solidify that you deserve to be here. And like,
Yeah.
there's plays for you out there to make and stuff like that. So I feel like halfway through my rookie year, that kind of clicked in and just built on it even more going into my second year, just confidence, and that helped me so much going into my second year.
What do you think the biggest difference is between like college and pro?
I would say just one, talent level between college and pros, and
Right.
two, just consistency and longevity because it's a long, long year. And like once the deeper into the year you go, the more important the games get. And going into the playoffs, all that stuff. There's no more college football on, and you're the only
Yeah.
football that's on, and all the eyes are on you. And there's not an off week ever in the league. Like you'll play whoever, doesn't matter what their record is. Like there's still a dude across the ball that can
Correct.
score on you like at any moment, and everybody's talented. That's the difference from college. Like we'll play a big game one week and play somebody that's not as good like the next week. And,
Right.
like we're definitely gonna win. Knock on wood. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
there's been games.
No, for sure. Yeah, you definitely can't overlook, but it is different. I think just I do remember in college. I feel like there's like you got to play every opponent. The
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
rhetoric
yeah.
speech. But I think it's different in the league because like you said, it's a first rounder or somebody on the opposite side of the ball that
For
may
sure.
they just having a bad year
Yeah.
and you get cooked.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's like I'll be in practice sometimes. Like there's dudes on the practice squad that are like, I'm like, how is this dude not starting for a team in the
Right.
NFL? And like they're not even dressing on Sunday. So like, it just shows how talented the league is, and that's another thing. Going back into like my leap from year one to year two, like I'm looking at all these dudes, and I'm out there actually playing, making plays. So like it's just added confidence on top of whatever it was to start.
What was your maybe it was year two, year one? What was your welcome to the league moment? Like, what is the moment you remember looking back and like damn, I'm in the NFL? Probably like not a proud moment, but just like a
Okay.
memorable moment.
You probably know about this, but like when I was I was in one-on-ones in camp my rookie year.
Yeah.
We were in stadium practice, so I guess it was some of the first time like the fans got to see me play.
Right.
And I remember I was going against Bailey Gaither. Shout out Bailey. He was a UFO XFL guy
Okay.
who got signed super fast, and we were doing one-on-ones, and I was taking I think it was a slot rep or something like that, and I was like, let me just try some of his practice, whatever.
Yeah.
So I like faked the jump jam, and then he like took an inside release. So I'm thinking like he's about to run a dig or a post,
Right.
and he broke off on a 7, and it looked it looked bad. And So whatever, it was bad one-on-one rep, and then I go home, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and I think I told the story before. My people, like my whole family in the group chat, is like, bro, like you're getting cooked on Twitter, like you're trash, and like they're my biggest critics. So like
Yeah.
whatever anybody else says, I don't really care. But my mom, brother, dad, everybody's just like, bro, you're getting cooked. Like you need to do something. Like you're embarrassing us. but
That's crazy.
but nah, it was going viral on Twitter. Or
Just
whatever.
the clip.
Yeah, just a clip, one-on-ones in camp. But you know that's why you don't guess in one-on-ones.
No, I know you can't. Yeah. How you feel about one-on-ones? You feel like it's accurate?
I think winning a one-on-one rep as a DB is a lot harder than as a receiver. One, the quarterback doesn't have any pressure in his
Correct.
face, doesn't have to look over lineman, doesn't have to read a defense.
Yeah.
He knows it's man-to-man. He knows your leverage.
Right.
And, you know, and especially when the receiver's running like a choice,
Yeah.
like you're not going to win that rep, whatever it is.
Right.
Like he's just going to run away from your leverage. But I think it is good, kind of like the worst situation you can be in. Like if you win that rep, then like, you know, in the game, like you can do it.
For sure. For sure. Talking about that, so just going, you got drafted to probably one of the most proudest fan bases, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just as far as tradition, like watching Ravens flock on Sundays.
Right.
Like, how did it feel for you to experience that fan base?
It's crazy. I mean, I was just talking about this the other day with somebody. Like in an offensive league, it's kind of rare to have a fan base or a team rally around a defense like that.
Facts.
And no slight to our offense. I mean, I think we have the best quarterback in the league, and
Right.
or at least one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And you know, we got Derrick Henry and guys outside making plays, and they're definitely gonna be a problem this year. But I think it's so rare that defense is highly
The staple.
Yeah, for sure, a staple. And you know, it's Baltimore Ravens synonymous with defense, and that's due to guys like Ray, Ed,
Right.
Haloti Nada, like all these dudes, Rod Woodson, that have come before that have laid the foundation for it, because it doesn't just happen overnight. And you know, people take pride in that. Like they're on our board in the meeting room every single day. Like that's the first picture, just all the legends on defense that have come through. And so even to be there and be playing well for a defense like that is a blessing.
I know that's not be a part of it. And you putting your name, you know what I'm saying, right up there with some of those guys that have come through and like really made it happen. What does it feel like? Describe that first like home game,
Yeah, no, it was.
like seeing the fans.
Yeah, no, it was dope. I did low key give up a few touchdowns that game, but it was against Miami, and no, it was awesome. Like seeing that environment, and it's kind of funny as a rookie. Like you can
Right.
see how, I don't want to say unaffected, but like how used to it the older guys are.
Yeah.
And they like know what's coming, and they're just like, all right, like the fans gonna be crazy, like, but like as a rookie, it's your first time seeing this.
Correct.
And coming from college, everybody's like, oh, the NFL is not as passionate, NFL is not all this stuff, but I mean, it feels like college in Baltimore, especially in that AFC Championship game. It was crazy because I think that was the first one ever hosted in Baltimore,
Yeah.
and so it was wild just to be a part of that, even though I wasn't a rookie.
Right. Do you feel like making it to the league is what you expected it to be? Like, you know, you like that's the dream or the goal. Like growing up, you work hard, you go to college, you do all these things. Like, do you feel like it is the experience you expect it to be?
Yeah,
Better, worse, or indifferent? Like, what's like?
yes and no. I feel like yes and no for good reasons. Yes, because like, I mean, I literally I have to take a step back and see like where I'm at, what I'm
Correct.
doing. Like, a lot of my friends are working regular jobs. And
Yeah.
I'm playing football for a living, getting paid to do it. Some sport that I love since I was 5 years old, and
Right.
have the opportunity to do what I'm doing. It's a blessing that I can't take for granted. But no, in the sense that like like I said, going from the college to the league, like you're thinking like dudes are 35 years old with
I know,
wife
kids,
and kids,
yeah.
and like I'm in college on the game every night with my teammates,
Right.
like, and so you're thinking going into it like it's about to be this big cultural imbalance or difference, but
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like Justin Houston was my locker buddy my rookie year, and I don't even know how old Houston is. No offense to Houston, but Houston's kind of old. But it's crazy how similar, like-minded we are at the same
Right.
time, and like it's kind of, I bet, I'm sure his youth like helps them stay youthful.
Yeah.
Him, Calais Campbell, all those guys my rookie year, like it's awesome to see like how much they can get along with a rookie like me or other guys, and I hope to do the same for younger guys in the future.
Speaking of like vets, what was your rookie duties?
My rookie duties, we didn't have like a big rookie dinner.
Yeah.
I had to get up there and sing.
What'd you sing?
I sang "When I See You" by Fantasia.
How you feel like you did? Rate your
I think I
performance.
did. I think I probably rated like a 7 out of 10.
Solid.
It was in Arizona during our preseason game, so there was some wine there, so it helped a little bit. But they didn't boo me. I didn't have to do it again, so I
Yeah.
think that's a success.
For
But
sure.
we never had a big rookie dinner or nothing like that. There was like one time we were out somewhere in New York, like me and a couple teammates,
Yeah.
and they were just like, "Okay, Ham, get the bill." And I was like, "All right," and they're like, "This could be your rookie dinner," so it wasn't too steep, but
What's
I've
not
heard
too
some.
steep?
It was probably like $6,000.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, no,
You
it
know what I'm
was.
saying?
Yeah, no, it was six. Yeah, I think it was
Nice
about
little
six.
vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a vacation I can't take in the future because it was it's at Tao, but but no, Tao got my 6K that night, but it's better than the
No,
stories
yeah,
I've heard.
no,
like,
yeah. I've heard some horror stories of
Yeah.
guys in the league. So yeah, shout out to your vets.
yeah, no, some good vets for sure. Shout out to them.
Talk about this. What is before we move on a little bit? Talk me through just like your mentality on the field. Like, I feel like you seem cool, calm, collected. Like as long as I've kind of seen you play,
Yeah,
like what's your mentality on the field?
I would say it's just that. I mean, I don't try to get super geeked up before games.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm wasting energy, and that's not how I am usually. So I feel like I'm kind of outside of myself. Like
Right.
I'll do the same routine, like go out, run out of the tunnel, go pray, just kind of chill out, and then through the game, like I don't really go crazy, all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do see me getting hyped, then you know, like I'm
Right.
hyped.
Yeah.
That rarely happens, but I think mentality wise, I'm just kind of like I have the utmost confidence in myself
Yeah.
and what I can do and next play mentality, good or bad. I feel like I never get tired out there. And that's a big thing for me. Like
Right.
I'm playing the first snap, I'm playing the last snap, and running to the ball and hitting everything that's in front of me because I feel like you don't want to be that guy on film
For sure.
and in the meeting room the next week that dudes are looking at you sideways. And,
Yeah.
that's the one. I credit that to the culture too in Baltimore.
Yeah.
To Coach Harbaugh, everybody that's there, just drilling that in us in practice and everything. It definitely translates to the games, and
Definitely.
that's something I take with myself in the games.
We'll do a good one first and on the back. What's been your proudest moment so far in the league? Like you like, I'm proud of Kyle. You know, like it's like self, like
Yeah.
just, like dang, you know, it's such affirmation. What's been your proudest moment in the league? Maybe it's something that people have seen, maybe it's not.
That's a good question. I think my proudest moment probably happened this past year. Like that San Francisco game. Like I got a couple picks on Christmas night, and my family was there, and everybody's watching, and my phone's blowing up after the game, and it's just like, when we won the game.
Thanks.
There's like a running joke that we have, me and a couple guys in the room, in the DB room. Like every game that I like go crazy in, we lose. Like I had 3 sacks in the first half against the Colts, we lost. Like I had a pick six to start the game against the Browns, and we lost that game. Like in the playoff game my rookie year, I had like a forced fumble, and then I recovered it, and we lost that game. So
like don't do good.
Yeah,
like don't do good, but don't do too good.
Yeah, literally. So I had a good game that game. We won, and that was one of those moments. Like on the plane ride back, like you just gotta sit back and be like, I'm really like
I'm
doing what I wanted to do. I'm really doing it.
Yeah. What's been the lowest moment in the league so far? Like maybe a moment where just kind of like self-reflect a little bit.
Probably that Miami game, my rookie year, when I just had like 2 mental errors that led to touchdowns, and I've never like blamed it on anybody. I will say I'm proud of myself for that. Like got in the locker room after the game. It's my second game of my career. And
Right.
there's media all in my face, like what happened, and I'm like, it's on me. And I think that's at times where you just lean on the people that have gotten you there. And
For sure.
they're all, like I said earlier, all the people around me are super truthful.
Yeah.
And just keep it pushing, good or bad. You know, I think the next game after that, I had like a force someone to help win the game. So so I've never gone too high or too low, but I feel like that's one point where after I got past that, I'm like, okay, I can handle anything.
It was a pivotal moment for sure.
For sure.
And you need that. Like I think that's a key to anything in life. Like staying level-headed.
Definitely.
Like not too high, not too low, but just staying consistent. Speaking of people around you, we're gonna get to some other stuff. There's a clip out there, one of your fellow teammates talks about trash talking, and he references you as not being the best, but being more a calculated trash talker.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Walk me through. Do you trash talk, and what is your mindset in trash talking?
I don't usually.
Rare occasion.
Rare occasion. I don't usually say start it. Like if somebody's
Yeah.
saying something to me and like over and over again,
Right.
then like I gotta say something back.
Facts.
But I'm usually not the type to start it. But I mean, if you're talking, then we're talking. But at the end of the day, like you still got to play. Like we still got
Yeah.
to line it up and do whatever. And a lot of dudes talk. I respect dudes that talk and then back it up. Like,
Right.
but a lot of dudes, it's easy to talk when you're ahead. I think Jordan said that.
Yeah.
Like, easy to talk when you're ahead. Easy to talk when you're playing well, this and that. But
For
like
sure.
you got to have that same energy all the time. And if you're a dude that's known as a talker going into a game,
Right.
and you're not talking, like dudes gonna be like, "What's up? Like
Yeah.
why aren't you
Yeah.
talking? Why aren't you
Right.
talking?" So like if you set that precedent, then you got to do it every time.
Do you forget
Forget what?
any like words? Like, is there anybody that's like, no, you don't have to say them, but somebody said something over the years where you're like, I got to get them back? Or you kind of just like, it's just in a moment?
I want to say it's as much saying something as is like just like scoring a touchdown on me or something
Yeah.
like that. Like at that point, I'm more mad at myself than anything he could ever have said.
Correct.
Because you could talk all day. If you're not doing nothing, then you're not doing nothing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he did this. He made me miss this tackle. He scored on
Correct.
me. He got this first down on me. This and that. So I'm like, just keep little files that
Yeah.
you gotta revisit.
For sure. All right, talking about this, let's get into Ravens. Obviously, come on the Pro Bowl season, getting drafted. What did that like? Walk me through just a moment for you. Obviously, milestone in life. What did it feel like to get drafted?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it's like I said, a bunch of family were there, and
Yeah,
it was in Vegas, which was dope. I was in
That is
Vegas
dope.
for like way too long. I was there for like 5 days.
what you play? You get on tables?
I think I played some. It was crazy. As soon as I got drafted, me and my boys, we and all our families,
Yeah.
we were in this hotel room that we got, and we were just chilling there for a little bit. I forgot what hotel we were at, but
Yeah,
like we just paid for the section tonight.
you
Like,
doubled down everything.
we
Yeah,
like the section's paid for, so all that money is gone. But
Yeah.
that money existed for probably 2 hours, and then we went to this club and spent it all in the section.
yeah,
But it was like once in a lifetime experience, and probably never have that luck ever again on blackjack table.
For
But so I'll let them have that. But
that's legendary.
no, it was dope though. It was fun, and yeah, just being in Vegas, getting drafted, is crazy. Like that's another moment where like I'm walking out onto the stage to like shake Goodell's hand and
Right.
all this stuff and taking all the pictures and everything. And it's like I've watched this draft every single year
For
for
sure.
the past 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
To actually be in it, like be walking across the stage, it's crazy. It was surreal.
What did it feel like? Because we had NIL, money was all right. What did it feel like for the money hit your account?
The NFL money?
Yeah,
Well, it was kind of bittersweet because obviously it was a good, decent chunk of change. And
Yeah.
it was like, it was awesome to see it. in your
right,
account.
right, for sure.
But at the same time, you see the check and they take the taxes out beforehand. They're
Yeah.
like, where's all the money at?
Yeah,
And yeah, it was just like, dang, taxes is a real thing, and
For sure.
yeah, not fun, but I mean it's part of it. But it was definitely a great feeling. I think anybody can relate to just wanting to be able to take care of the people that have gotten some wherever they're at in life, and no matter if it's football or wherever it may be. I think
Yeah.
that's a big goal for most people, and just to have the opportunity and be able to build on that in the future is a great feeling.
no, for sure, bro. I think one of the more notable moments, bro. I think this is historically there's been some bad showings at the draft, but you, my friend, had a very successful showing with your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
History has not been good to girlfriends on draft night.
For sure.
What was the game plan for success?
Yeah, she was, I think she was nervous about being a meme or going viral for the wrong things, and we've
Yeah.
seen definitely that happen more than good things.
It's been tough out there.
Yeah, it has been tough for the girlfriends at the draft, girlfriends, wives, but I mean, the day of the draft, we've had this handshake since probably 2017, so
Yeah.
we do it. We don't even do it a ton, like just I don't know, spur of the moment,
Right.
and hasn't changed at all since then. And that morning of the draft, her good friend was with us, and she was like, "Y'all should do the handshake when you get drafted."
Yeah.
So we're just thinking like we're just gonna do the handshake. Like I don't even know the camera was on
Right.
this and that. And so we do the handshake, whatever, walk up, it gets posted and it goes like super viral. And after that, I saw the clip, like she got like straight 20 seconds of screen time after that, like just her. So her fan club went up a little bit after that too.
Shout out.
Shout out to Reese. But it's funny because every single year around draft time, the past 2 years, they've posted that
It
video.
resurfaces?
They're like throwback to Kyle Hamilton's girlfriend, like,
Yeah.
handshake. So and she's made jokes about it, like I'm still just the girlfriend. Doesn't say my name, but that's probably gonna be a thing for the foreseeable future.
Nah, bro, I think it's a good attribute. I mean, a good moment because, like you said, there have been some horror stories on draft nights of
Yeah,
girlfriends,
for sure.
and you got a good one. So that's good.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Moving to the NFL Combine, we'll talk about this. You have went on to say, why does the NFL Combine matter so much more than in NBA, MLB? This is a good quote. Like you said, I feel like soccer clubs see a 10-year-old and they're just like, yeah, he or she looks good. You're signed. Give me your take on NFL Combine.
I think it's a little overrated, and I think it's also just kind of a demon that the NFL has created.
Yeah.
It's because it's such a the NFL is the most popular sport in America
Right.
now, and I think the NFL does a good job on their part. It's like this is something we can monetize, we can market, and
sure.
it's a big spectacle. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure 99% of people that watch NBA basketball don't even know when the combine is.
No, literally.
Like I don't know if there's anybody whose draft stock has gone super high or super low due to the combine.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it's just a little blown out of proportion. I wouldn't be surprised in the future if solidified top 10 picks just don't even participate in anything at the combine.
Yeah.
I think Caleb Williams did that, and
Marv.
Marv did that. It's just like go to your pro day, do it in a controlled environment where you have the control of everything,
Right.
and you're also being just it's a grueling week. You're being interviewed all the time. You got MRIs. I was in the hospital doing MRIs, X-rays for like 9 hours.
What is the part about the NFL draft that you feel like people don't see, or like just something that like just people wouldn't think that happened?
The amount of questionnaires and like the type of questionnaires that you get,
Yeah.
it's like the stuff. I don't know if you heard of like the paradox or whatever. Where it's like there's a train headed towards 20 people that it's gonna kill, and you could pull a lever and it veers off and it'll kill one person. Like what do you do? Do you let it kill the 20 people, or do you pull it and you kill that one person? Like that'll be a
what
questionnaire.
the hell does this have to do
I'm
with
like,
my
how does
football?
this have to do with me playing man-to-man defense? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so many crazy. It's like I remember getting asked like pizza toppings. Like, what do I get on my pizza? Like, it's just ridiculous stuff.
Yeah. So what was that the worst question or the weirdest question you got?
No, the weirdest question I got was somebody straight up asked me. They were like, "Why'd your parents get divorced?" I was like,
Wait.
I was like,
wait.
They're I forgot. I don't even know who it was. I wouldn't say the team if I did know.
Nah,
But
yeah.
it was in an interview at the combine, and they were like, "Your parents married, divorced?" I was like, "They're divorced," and they're like, "Why they get divorced?" And I'm like, I don't even know how to answer that.
Right.
I was 3 when they got divorced. Like I know kind of why, but
Yeah.
honestly, I don't feel like you need to / deserve to know that information.
Correct.
But I don't know. There's
You know what they
stuff
be
like
saying?
that.
They say, look, you always see the stuff out there. That's why they said the kids that come from bad situations play better. So maybe they wanted like
that's
for
a
real
real thing. That's a real
they
thing.
want a kid from a broken home, that low income, or
That 100% that's a real thing. And I've talked with people through the draft process, like, and I'm not trying to toot my horn, but like went to private high school, got good test scores, good grades, went to Notre Dame,
right.
and so going to the combine, people around me were kind of like try to dumb yourself down a little bit because they see that as in football is like the ultimate contact manly sport. They want somebody that's like they think is hungry in their eyes, where it's like that doesn't really matter. As long as you are who you need to be before, like when you get in between the lines, like who cares? But
no, I think it's a good point. Speak to that. I think there is a big misconception that you have to be. I feel like this changing though, because there's so many more athletes that are coming out or even showing signs of themselves of being more cerebral, being passionate about different things outside the ball. You're not just a meathead that puts on pads.
Right, exactly.
And it also, I still can be good at football and I can enjoy other things.
Yeah.
Like just talked about that misconception. Like, what do you think? What would you want to see, or people accept things for football players, athletes in general?
Yeah, I think it's specifically a football thing, honestly, and just the way the game is, and that's just how it is right now. And they want people who, at the end of the day, it's football. Like they want to make sure that you don't care about anything in your life more than football. And I agree with that to a certain extent. Like besides like faith, family, football, 3 F's. And you've probably heard that 1,000 times. I have too. And I think there is some truth to that, because I think this is a sport where you can't be halfway in and it be your career. Like you're gonna be miserable if you're out there in camp and you don't love the sport, and it's
Right.
95 degrees every day, and you're hitting for the fourth day in a row, and
Yeah.
2.5 hour practice, you got in the building at 6:30, you're leaving at 6:30,
Right.
like you gotta love this to really like enjoy it and not go crazy. Um, but like guys, I feel like it's different in the NBA.
Yeah.
Um, like, and this is not a rag on it, but like Jared McCain, like he's doing all the TikToks, painting his
Correct.
nails, this and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and like that had no effect on his
Right.
draft
Draft
stock.
stock.
Yeah, literally, it might have boosted it if anything.
Right.
He's very marketable,
Marketable.
and but that's the thing with NBA players, you can see their face, you know who they are, this
Yeah.
and that, and like Caleb Williams does it, and then everybody's like, I don't want him as a quarterback of my team,
Right.
like this and that, and so it's just like it's just a part of the sport,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that will ever change. I don't know if I don't know how it would change, but I think it's just part of it, and I think people get used to it.
For sure. Before we go on to Notre Dame, walk me through just we'll do like what's a typical day like as an NFL player? Like people want to know, okay, I'm an NFL player for a day, maybe just on a regular day, getting ready for the game. What's the day look like?
I'll do a regular game and then game day, or a regular day and then game day. So on a regular in season Wednesday,
Yeah.
I'll probably wake up 6:30 if I need to get treatment, 7 if I don't. Get in the building by 7:20, 7:30,
Yeah.
eat breakfast. Has meetings, usually team meeting, special teams meeting, then team meeting, then more meetings. And so you're probably meeting from 8 to 11. Have walkthrough, lunch, and then practice. We usually practice from probably like 1:20 to 3:20,
Yeah.
something like that. So 2 hour practice. Get out, shower, meet for an hour, go home at 5. So, and then on a game day,
You watching tape on your own? Or do you stay if you want to watch tape, or you feel like you?
I watch probably. I don't watch a ton of film at home.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like you do need that time to get away. If I do
Disconnect.
need to watch, then I'll watch and do that extra on my own, just to kind of get my own sense, put it in my own words.
Right.
So I know what I'm looking at on Sundays. But I feel like we watch so much during the day, and our
Right.
coaches do such a good job of preparing us that you could not watch any film at home and be ready for the game.
Yeah.
But I do definitely open the iPad when I get home and just watch and look over, practice what I did today, stuff like that. But on game day, like if we play at 1 o'clock, if we're playing at home, I think you got to be in the stadium by 11. So I'll stay at the hotel, and I'll wake up probably 8:30, 9. So I'm sleeping in a good bit, and then leave the hotel by 10:45, 10:30, because our hotel's right next to the stadium. Eat breakfast. I'll probably wake up and just chill there, scrolling TikTok for a little bit for like 20 minutes when I wake up. Finally get in the shower. Sometimes I just get in the bath. I don't know, wherever I'm feeling.
You get a little bath.
I get a little bath, a little hot tub,
Okay.
something like that, and then just go play the game. After the game's over around 4, then go home, chill, watch the film.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jordan Poyer for the Bills, and he said he used to go play 9 holes after
the game.
Yeah, after games. I'm like,
Just
I don't
gonna
know.
clear his head.
Yeah,
Wow.
honestly, I respect it. That's a great idea, but I'm way too tired to do that.
Yeah,
I
I know. Taking it back a little bit, then we're gonna get some hot takes. Coming from Notre Dame, I want to just talking to a Notre Dame person and then having a perception of Notre Dame are two different things. Because like
sure.
it's like it's very Notre Dame against the world.
Yeah.
And y'all have y'all's own everything.
Mm-hmm.
But what did it mean to play at Notre Dame, and what did it do for you?
No, that's definitely true what you said. How it's just being in it and looking at it is two completely different things. But I think just being there, it's such a unique place, and there's nothing else like it.
For sure.
Like I think comparable is like Duke, Stanford, Northwestern.
Yeah.
But football-wise, like none of those are competing with us.
Correct.
And I think they do a great job of just balancing like becoming a good young man and versing yourself outside of the sport. And then also, trying to compete for a national championship every year.
Right.
And I think that's what appealed to me. And just the people there that you meet is second to none. And you'll meet somebody. Like my professor, my first class of college was this inventor, CEO of Keurig. And he was just teaching for free.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, it was dope. He went to Notre Dame, played basketball. But it was like and then the guy across the hall from me in my dorm, you're also rooming with random people your freshman year. I don't know if you knew
talk
that.
about that because I've had a couple of friends play Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That is very abnormal. So
Yeah,
just
no,
tell the people
definitely.
at Notre Dame you have to do what?
So at Notre Dame, freshman year, you're assigned to a random dorm. You have to stay on campus
As an athlete too, because
as an
at
athlete.
most schools,
They have athletic dorms.
yeah, you athletic dorms, you stay with the
No,
homies.
no athletic dorms. You're in a random. So you could either get a new dorm that was with AC, and
Yeah,
you're in this is a room with another person in like twin XLs, like 6 feet apart from each other.
yeah.
Or you could be in a double where there's a common room and then you have bunk beds on either side. So there's 4 people in a room. I've even seen rooms with 4 people in a room this big, like,
That's crazy.
and like no AC, this and that. But it's
What's up
kind
with the
of
no AC? Like,
it's like a Notre Dame thing. Like the dorms closest to the dome are the oldest on campus, and once you get further away from the dome, that's like newer. But it's kind of a pride thing. Like a lot of the
I'm hot
regular
and sweaty
students,
when I go to sleep.
yeah, exactly. But a lot of the regular students take pride in that because they're like they get assigned to alumni or alumni is a dorm or St. Edwards is another dorm, like oldest on campus.
Yeah.
And then after they graduate, usually first question Notre Dame grads ask each other is like, "What dorm are you in?"
Right.
And so they'd be like, "I was in alumni."
Shout out
even
your
though
dorm, bro.
I was in not well, I wasn't alumni, and then I told BK, I was like, "I need to switch dorms or I'm transferring." Like, I can't, like I was like, "I need to switch dorms or I'm going to Georgia." Like,
Yeah, like
I'm
let's
just
let's get real here. Come
yeah,
on now.
and so I switched to Knott. So shout out to Knott Hall.
They got AC.
Had AC. I was like, I just need AC. I don't care what dorm.
Yeah.
I just need AC.
And who was your roommate?
Well, I did have a roommate, and then he left, and then so my roommate is Max Ellis. Shout out to Max Ellis. We were roommates my freshman year. He actually got drafted to the NHL,
Oh, dope.
so it was cool. Like both of us got drafted.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it was rare because we were both athletes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay.
So at first I had just a normal student.
Yeah.
And then he left. He had some stuff going on, so he had to leave school. And then Max had his roommate leave. So we're both thinking like, oh, we finessed it. We're both about to have our own rooms. And then the university emailed us and was like, y'all are rooming together.
So, tell me this. So, do you ever get to pick your roommates, or the whole time you're at Notre Dame,
Nah.
you could be with a normal student?
No, you can pick your roommates after your first year.
Oh, it's okay. Just
but you
first
still
year.
have to stay on campus technically. I don't know how it is now.
Yeah.
They technically don't let you go off campus till your senior year.
Yeah.
But dudes will finesse it like
Yeah.
with the allergies or whatever it is. Get the doctors know if you know a doctor, you get off campus. But no, I think it's a cool thing at the end of the day. Like I know some guys who are best friends with the random roommate they got their freshman
dope.
year, and they would have probably never known each other other than that. And I think that's why I said like they do a good job of like integrating us into the normal student population. And I've never felt at Notre Dame like it was like football and everybody else. Or like I've always felt like we were integrated, and we party together, we hang out together, we study together, and I think that's a great part of the school.
Quickly about this, give me your favorite memory from Notre Dame.
Beating y'all, probably.
Look. It's in my notes. So now we're here. I'm going to preface this. So Notre Dame, for me, like y'all legendary. Just like the school, the gold helmets. I always want to go to Clemson, but the game that really solidified for me was my junior year. Was the rain game. BYOG. Bring your own guts.
Yeah.
We beat y'all at home. Was legendary. It was a hurricane.
Yeah.
All my Clemson fans, y'all know hurricane in the rain.
That's when I was on the team, but that's when they went for 2, right?
Yeah, 1 for 2,
Yeah.
got stopped.
Yeah.
That game was like, bro, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to come play here. So then fast forward to 2020 was such a crazy year because y'all have never been to conference.
Yeah.
And then the COVID made y'all join ACC.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go there, and Trevor got COVID.
Yeah.
And DJ steps up, had a great game. And y'all beat us though.
Yeah.
That game was incredible.
That's one thing I hate when people talk to me about that game. It's like, but Trevor didn't play. I'm
Nah,
like, bro, DJ had 400 yards,
20
Like,
yards. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how much more. I mean, Trevor is a great quarterback.
Yeah, but he
I don't know how
probably.
much more he could have done.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. The stat line was
had
crazy.
Like 400, like few touchdowns. Like he was cooking us.
He was
we
great.
Still won though. But
Yeah,
Trevor
y'all did
cook
win.
us.
Here's my thing though, and I want to hear your perspective on this. After y'all beat us, we just knew we were gonna see y'all again.
Yeah, we
And
did too.
Yeah. It's like we just knew we're gonna see Notre Dame again, and there's no way in hell y'all about to come to ACC for 1 year
And win it and
and win it and dip. I was like, that was Sweeney's whole thing. He was like, y'all better not let them come in here and take it and just dip because you're not coming back.
Yeah, no, that's actually I never thought about that. That's funny. I mean, y'all came out and y'all didn't let us take it for sure.
Thank God.
I remember we so Trevor obviously didn't play against us
Yeah,
the first time, and then he threw a deep touchdown to Amari Rogers, I think,
yeah,
and he like looked me off in the post,
Yeah.
and came back to Amari towards the field. Sorry, Sean Crawford, who was our nickel, or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
that was covering Amari. I kind of left him out to dry, but Trevor talks a little trash.
No,
Like
he be talking.
people don't know that. Like even in the league, the couple times I play him, like
Yeah.
Trevor talk a little bit,
No,
which is dope.
he got a little yeah.
He got a little streak to him.
Nah, he do. He
but
do.
I remember him running down the field saying something, and we were in for a long day that day. Yeah, I don't, but we still beat y'all. So
No, y'all did. I mean, honestly, like I said, that was I had a great experience
yeah,
coming to Notre Dame. Honestly, you obviously go see every school before you play. You go on the Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody was so amazed, like the cathedrals, the
no, it's like a bucket list place on game day. Like
it really is.
It's very cool.
What is your what's your biggest takeaway? I guess like Notre Dame, like culture mantra. What do y'all leave with? Y'all have anything?
I don't know. I think I've always heard like you leave a better person than you come there, and it sounds cheesy, but it's very true. And I also think like the faith side of it is awesome too.
That's
Like
dope.
like having the ability to, like, I'm not Catholic, but
Yeah.
we'd have like mass before games. I'm like,
But some it's transferable. Like like some of the
yeah, no, for
principles,
sure.
like
Definitely. And it's just having that ability and that openness about religion and Christianity, and being able to go to the grotto. I don't know if y'all went to the grotto where like all the candles are by
I
the
want to see
lake.
that.
And like having touchdown Jesus right there.
Yeah,
and,
touchdown
like,
Jesus. We definitely saw touchdown Jesus.
yeah, no, it's just like, and having that ability and the openness to talk about it
Yeah.
and be proud of it. That
That's
was
dope.
something that was really cool about Notre Dame.
Sure. How do you feel about? Give me a quick take. Marcus Freeman, future Notre Dame football. How you feel?
I think this is a big year. I haven't looked at the schedule too much, but from a distant view,
Y'all
like
always
I feel
have a
like
hard schedule because
But-
y'all have to have a hard schedule.
that's the thing though. It's our schedule this year. I don't think it's that hard.
Oh, word.
I think anything other than 12-0 should. I mean, that's just how I'm thinking.
Yeah.
12-0, like is 12-0 or nothing. But I think with the new playoff, like we should be able to lose one game every year and still get in. We'll
Yeah,
still be a top
for
12
sure.
team with one loss. Depends on the
I
losses.
think that's
too,
a
but-
great rule, by the way.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think there's been Michigan just got theirs and they won it. Their last one was the year before. Notre Dame last one was 87,
Yeah.
and so we won in 88. I'm talking that was like 13 years before I was born. But
Still we. It's always we.
but I think it's kind of enough about talking about it, and like you got to do it at this
Facts.
point. And I think they have a good foundation over there where they can get it done. It's talent, it's mindset. I think that's a big thing for Notre Dame is mindset. Because to be honest, like when we played Alabama in the playoff that year, that COVID year, we're walking out on the field and like I'm hearing dudes talk about like dude, they're huge. Like
That A is scary now.
yeah, I'm like, bro, they put their pants on the same way we
Right,
like they gotta
right.
play us like at the same time. And
Yeah.
I remember we caught Chris Tyree, who's a rookie, or not a rookie, a freshman at the time, I think. He caught the opening kick, and somebody, I forgot who it was, somebody came down there and like boomed him. He fumbled it,
Yeah.
but we recovered it. And like I could have told you we were gonna lose.
Oh,
right
it was-
after
it was
that.
over
It was
after
over.
that.
It was over. Like
Yeah.
just morale wise, but I'm like, that's one thing about Notre Dame that it's like we need more dudes that are like our dogs.
Yeah.
Like we had a good amount of dudes that year that were like dogs. Like
Right.
I don't care who we're playing against.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna do what we need to do.
Yeah,
But I think mentality wise, that's something that Notre Dame can get better at just to get over the hump.
for sure. How you feel about you play for Marcus?
He was my
Freeman?
DC. He was not my head coach.
Yeah. How you feel about him? Speak about him.
Yeah, I think it's having that. I don't think there's ever been a coach like him at Notre Dame.
Shout out to the light skinned man doing his thing, by the way.
Facts, and he's Korean too. I'm Korean.
Wow.
He's-
Okay.
yeah.
Shout out to
I
me
know,
more.
literally. His
Double
mom's
shout out.
Korean, my mom's Korean. But I don't think there's ever been a coach like Freeman at Notre Dame. Just like young,
There been too many
light-skinned
coaches like
dude.
him anywhere.
Yeah,
in,
right.
In Power Five.
right. So I think he has a great opportunity, especially in recruiting, just relating to
Facts.
young kids.
Facts.
And I think Notre Dame has somewhat of a stigma behind it.
Yeah.
In terms of it being like very white. And
Correct.
I think he, lack of a better word, just makes it less white.
Yeah.
So like black kids who want to come to Notre Dame, like they feel more comfortable, this and
Yeah.
that, and the staff that he's put together, they've done a great job of that and recruiting. But that's not the takeaway from BK. Like I love BK.
Yeah.
BK was a great coach, and he made Notre Dame well-oiled machine. Like he has most wins ever at Notre Dame, and that's something to be proud of for sure. And I think he's going to do great at LSU. And I've talked to him a few times since he's left, and
Right.
I had no hard feelings when he left.
Yeah.
It's a business decision. There's some stuff going on behind the scenes that that made it more sensible for him to go. And
Yeah.
I think he's going to do great down there. But in terms of Notre Dame, I think, like I said, mentality-wise and
Right.
just recruiting, getting the right people there.
BK left. That was your last year.
Yep.
So yeah. So that was you straight then.
Yeah, I know. I never played with Freeman as my head coach because I opted out of the bowl game. But yeah, some Notre Dame fans were happy about that. But
How you feel about opting out? Like, do you feel good about your decision post?
yes, for sure, for sure. We it kind of sucked though because I was at the game. I went to
Yeah.
the game and we lost to Oklahoma State in the Fiesta Bowl, and we hadn't won a New Year's Six Bowl in a minute. So kind of sucked being out there not being able to play. But me and Kyron Williams were the two people that opted out.
Right.
And we literally did a team run during the little break between like bowl prep.
Yeah.
And we stood up in front of all of them, which I think our teammates appreciated. It was like, look, if we make the playoff, then we're going to play. If we
Right.
don't, then we're not going to play. And we ended up being 5th in the country, so we
Yeah.
missed the playoff by a spot. But I think that is great, like the playoff expanding.
Correct.
Because I don't like opting out. Like, it's just like.
Right. But it's like, what are
it's
you
a business
playing for?
decision. Like, yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
a business decision. And
You think more guys will opt in now they have a chance?
yeah, for sure. And I mean, if you do opt out like that, I'm sure the league is going to look at you a certain type of way. Like,
Right, 'cause you could play for a
championship.
national- yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think that. That's gonna be good. For,
Yeah.
I mean, for a lot of players, like a lot more college fan bases to be able to see, because you think about the 5th through the 12th team past however many years has been filled with so many dudes.
opt-outs. And like the bowl games don't even look like the team that they've been playing
Correct.
all year. So I think that'll be good. I think college has kind of gotten crazy with the NIL transfer portal. Like kind of feels like free agency, but
It's nuts.
I digress.
It's nuts.
I don't want to
nuts.
sound like an old head, but I kind of it's
Isn't
almost
the-
sad to see. Like,
Isn't the
way
older
it's
you
gone.
get, we're getting our hot takes, but this is a good conversation. The older you get, the more you think you won't be as traditional as you
Right.
assume you would. You know, when you're younger, you're like, I don't want rules, I don't want
Like, I
structure.
don't care. Like, let them do whatever they want.
But then you get older, you start to see like the ramifications. Because I'm all for dudes having opportunity to maximize their brand, right?
Yeah.
But it's no longer marketing.
Yeah.
Most NIL is now just collective money.
Right. It's just like, but the NCAA created this monster, and they're just like, all right, it's legal. Go ahead.
Right.
Like, you can do whatever you want. And I think if they pull back on the transfer rule, it would be easier to control because you can transfer now.
There's no
and,
ramifications anymore.
yeah, play right away. But I don't know. That's a whole nother
Yes,
soapbox
it's
to get
definitely
into.
like somebody got to figure it out, and hopefully, definitely don't want to see college football. There's no way it dissipates because there's too much money in it, but it's definitely changing, and I don't want to change too much from where the original intent.
Yeah,
But I'm all for guys getting a bag,
Definitely.
maximizing
for
it.
sure.
But it's more so a sustainable business thing. It's like they got to make it to where schools can facilitate. Basically, how to like NFL isn't asking fans or donors to pay your salary.
Right.
Like
exactly.
their
yeah.
salary's been paid through the corporation.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically NIL is being paid through donor money, and
They just either do revenue share or keep it strictly name, image, and likeness.
right.
Like, there's no in between because then it gets weird, and there's high school kids coming up and getting millions of dollars, which again, I'm not mad at. It just kind of creates this monster. Like, what if he doesn't pan out to be
Correct.
good, or what if you promised him $2 million, you only give him $500K,
Yeah.
and he's like, and they're like, we don't have to pay you another 1.5.
Right,
we
and then
don't
like,
want to.
are we not based on performance? Now can we cut you?
Right, exactly, yeah. So
Like we gave this bread. Like in the league, if you don't perform,
Right,
you
exactly.
get cut.
I don't know. It's created a monster. For
Yeah,
sure.
prayers up. All right, hot takes.
Okay.
Hot takes of the boy. All right, so some of these I preface, some of these I won't, but just
Okay.
give me as much as you want on these hot takes. Rank high school football in America. Give me top 4.
Georgia 1, Florida 2, Texas 3, Louisiana 4.
I like your Louisiana one.
Yeah.
People sleep on Louisiana.
People do sleep on it. There's a lot of people's favorite players from Louisiana. There's some good football down there.
Anything you want to elaborate? Give me why is Georgia one? That's the only thing you can elaborate on.
I think there is like per capita. Everybody's seen like the whole per capita thing. Like Cali football is good. They'd probably be 5. Yeah, there's just so many people in California that it's like, of course you're gonna have some NFL players,
right?
And like,
of course,
and like modern day like schools like that, Bosco,
yeah,
like they're recruiting kids to come there, this
correct.
and that. Like there'd be so many dudes in Georgia, just in the sticks, Georgia,
Just
that
bread.
literally like Roquan is from Montezuma, Georgia, which I had never heard of before I met Roquan. I've lived in Georgia my whole life, but it's so much talent here, and just top to bottom, literally every single class, every single whatever. Like you could make a whole Georgia NFL team, and they'll probably compete for the Super Bowl.
We need to do that. Look, somebody make a list.
Right, yeah.
Look,
Somebody out there make a list.
All Georgia football team can they
Florida.
compete
right
for a Super Bowl?
But the same thing with Florida too. I think you could go back and forth between Florida 1 and 2. It's just like in Louisiana and Texas, kind of is on the Cali side, but not. I just think I value the pureness and just like it don't matter where you go to high school or this and that. Like if you're talented enough to go, like they're gonna find you
for sure. All right, quick top 5s. I saw you put some on Twitter. You like top 5s, so we're gonna go quick top 5s and
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right, top 5 fast food.
Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, Cane's, Wendy's. Is Waffle House fast food?
I'm gonna throw it in there.
All right, Waffle House. Yeah.
It's a solid list. Okay, top 5 receivers in the league, in your opinion.
Tyreek, Justin Jefferson, CD. I think Jamar's up there, and there's so many dudes, bro.
There's a lot.
Just like you can't even make a top 5. I'm gonna throw. I appreciate consistency. I'm gonna throw Mike Evans in there.
Okay, I respect it. All right,
There's
obviously
somebody. There's so many people.
There's so many people. It's like top 5s it's just for entertainment. Yeah. Couple more hot takes. You are there's plenty of stuff out there on you, but you're a former Hooper Hart basketball family. I want to hear from you because I don't agree with a lot of the rhetoric out there. A lot of NFL guys got very offended by the conversation around. You feel like it's easier and I think you take the most athletic, right? Mm-hmm. You feel like it's easier for an NBA player to come to the NFL or for an NFL player to go to the NBA. And criteria, take the most athletic from each sport. Who translates better?
I think it's NBA to NFL. Do you agree or disagree?
No, I completely agree.
These dudes are the most athletic people on earth. Like you've seen it too. Guys in the NFL, like if you can tell who's played football and who hasn't. Like you by the way you shoot a layup, shoot a free throw.
Right.
Like you're a grown man.
Play basketball because play basketball. Yes, dudes in the league. Yes.
Dudes. Yeah. You watch dudes in the NFL try to play basketball.
Correct.
Like
you can
ridiculous.
tell.
And dudes in the NBA are so athletic, and so if they really wanted to play, honestly, whatever sport they wanted to play, they're doing it at a high level.
Can't tell me if you put Ja Morant and I'm not saying he's going to be a great, but I'm just saying as far as like executing a play,
right?
You go put him at safety and just do cover whatever. Hey, cover half the field, brother.
Right.
I ain't saying it's that easy, but I'm saying like you see a jump ball, go deflect the pass.
I'm just talking ability-wise.
Ability.
Yeah.
Or you say, hey, brother, look, you a man-to-man right here. You got maybe 5'10" corner, 5'11" corner. Mm-hmm. I want you to run straight. I'm not saying it's that easy.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw the ball up and just try to go catch it.
Right.
Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, LeBron.
Like those dudes are.
You take the most athletic person in the NFL and go say, hey, full court press. Drew Holiday is guarding you. I'm not saying, but anybody, go get a bucket. Like I need you to dribble down the court.
Right.
Be functional on the basketball court. Mm-hmm. It's just not as translatable.
That is very true, and you need to have been doing it for a minute. And I've grew up playing basketball. I grew up playing AAU against talented dudes. Like I've seen some of the most talented guys who I've ever played with go play at like D2. Like it's so hard. It's a numbers game too. Like there's only
correct.
How many guys are in the NBA that are actually playing?
Yeah, it's very short.
150 dudes in the world that start on an NBA basketball team, and like I don't know. It's just
people
crazy.
get mad because I agree with the mentality.
Yeah.
Like obviously like.
And I do think like if you took some guys, I think a lot of guys in the NFL could play in the NBA.
Right.
Potentially, if that's the path they want to go
Correct.
down, they could
Correct.
definitely do that easily. But as in terms of what's easier for the person to do, NBA to NFL definitely.
There we go.
It's
All
just it's just a matter of if they can take a hit.
All right, last couple. This will be fun. Okay. So after one of your bigger games, you got interviewed on the plane, and you gave a shout out to the All Blacks. But you said, I am really, definitely you wouldn't be non-white, but you technically aren't non-black. Maybe you can't do the whole roster. Just give me, if you made a non-black, non-white team, give me just key contributors you think are adding to that roster.
Let me get Tua. It's probably some more quarterbacks too. I'll get Tua, especially Kevin Line. Puka.
Tough.
I think I'm putting Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. People don't know he's Polynesian. Me, Taylor Rapp,
Tough.
Cam Bynum. Do we have corners?
Yeah, the mixed corners.
Any
Not.
non-white other corners? I don't know. I'll go out there. I'll play corner.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm kind of struggling a little bit.
I feel like you got
there's
give me a
people
back.
I'm missing.
Would you put Kyron Williams in there? He's not.
Kyron Williams?
I feel like mix is non-black, non-white.
Nah, if you're black and white, you're
black. You're on the black team. You'd have been.
Yeah, if you're not black and white,
you got to have something else from the melted black.
America is seeing you as black.
Yeah.
Trust me, I had this conversation with my mom when I was like 8. I would have to sit down and talk and think about that. There's a lot of people out there though. The Polynesians will be helping us a lot.
For sure.
For sure. I play with a good amount of polys, and they're all just like, have you played with any Polynesian people?
DJ.
Oh.
Yeah,
facts.
Yeah.
He I don't know how it is as a quarterback, but I play with some like poly linebackers, D linemen.
Yeah.
Like the nicest people in the world.
Frankie from the Panthers. Lulu.
Oh yeah. The nicest people in the world.
Yeah.
Off the field. Once they get on the field, it's like
killers.
They do the whole like Chihu, like the.
Oh wow.
I don't even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Alohi Gilman. I'm tripping. He played with me in Notre Dame. Lohi's gonna play. We're put Lohi at dime linebacker.
Yeah.
But not like those dudes be going crazy on the field. It's awesome having them on the team.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know if we can compete though.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
Yeah, just getting numbers like we won't be tired. I don't know.
Maybe for a little stretch. But shout out to the non-black, non-white team. All right, last year we ended on one. I want to ask you today. You tweeted out 3 things this morning I thought about. Adrian Peters was toting that football. Number 2, coffee. Number 3, free thug.
Facts.
And I second that. Today when you woke up this morning, what was on your mind? Give me 3 things.
I woke up. Coffee was probably 1 when I woke up this morning. 2, why was it so damn hot in my room? And I think my AC upstairs is broken.
That's that Notre Dame in you, boy.
Nah,
look,
it was so hot when I woke up. 3 was I need to work on my golf game. So I literally 1 woke up, made coffee, haven't done anything about the AC yet, and then I hit the driving range. So maybe I'll contact the AC guy or something.
That makes sense
later today.
Any just throughout the day, any like former legends that you just kind of randomly thought about that he was just killing today?
Hito Turkoglu.
Wow. Hey.
Magic was killing.
Hito Turkoglu was a bucket.
Hito Turkoglu was a bucket.
Hito Turkoglu was a bucket.
I could go about this all
even
day
on 2K.
Long. Yeah.
Him and Rashard Lewis.
Jameer Nelson, all that. Michael Putras.
Dwight Howard
was that dude.
Wow.
Who else was going stupid? I'm thinking about Brandon Roy was going stupid. He's not random enough though.
Hito Turkoglu did it for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Andre Ilyasova. I could go for days.
Wow, I like it. Any NFL guy you just think of like randomly throughout the day?
Josh Norman.
Josh Norman had a crazy run, bro. That run
was dope to see him on the Bills last year, run down and kickoff like going crazy. Like that was dope. That was like really inspiring.
Yeah.
Trying to think who else goes crazy. Michael Jenkins used to play receiver for the Falcons.
Michael Jenkins was tough.
He was definitely tough. Algie Crumpler was tough. Yeah, I mean, I could do this for a minute if we really needed to do it.
Yeah, no, that's great, bro.
Peyton Hillis that one year.
Peyton Hillis had a great year.
he did have a great year.
Like
That's it.
a great year, a great year. Uh, all right, bro. That was good. This we're gonna get into two more serious questions and we're gonna end this thing.
Okay.
I saw this clip and I just want to see if you still got it. And one, why do you have this? Recite pi, or like one. Give me the origin story of like where this skill was founded, and then let me see what you got, bro.
So I used to know a lot more. I've kind of like as the years go on, I would forget them. But
That's that CTE, man.
yeah, literally every hit is a number pod gone. But so in my middle school, it was this. It was a gifted school. Like you had to test into it, and it's like a lottery system. They pick you to go to school. So Kittredge Magnet School is what it was called. And on March 14th, Pi Day, 314, they would always have a competition where you go up on stage and you recite as many letters or digits of pi.
That boy competitive.
So I went home. Like, I think I have like a good amount, and then this one kid, like the classrooms had numbers on them.
Yeah.
Like the class 105.
Right.
Class, whatever. His classroom was class like 706.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I'm gonna recite 706 digits of pi. So he got up there and was like, eyes closed, microphone in the gym. It was like 3.14159265, all the way 706 digits.
Are you serious?
Like type on a computer like this, eyes closed. Yeah, so I feel like he could have gone way more. He just did 706 because that was his room number.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, super nuts. And then I went up there, did like 30. I'm like feeling myself. But yeah, it's just a weird skill that I've not always kind of learned, and one of those things just sticks with you.
Can you do it right now? How many can you go?
I don't know exactly, but somebody could probably check this. 3.1415926535897932384622643338327950288419, and I get fuzzy from there. But I need to like brush up on it.
Yeah, man, that's really gonna impact. Like, they should ask you that in the draft, right?
I know. No, see, you got to dumb yourself down. See, they probably would have.
They probably wouldn't like that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, bro. It's been great. I've enjoyed the conversation. One, I think you're dope, bro. You got like it's refreshing. What I'm saying? Even as we talked about, I think people need to see more guys that are as talented as you are and perform as well as you are, have like just other passions, other things they like,
sure.
have a
sure.
point of view, be articulate, be cerebral, and not like just be a meathead. Even though like on the field, there's a time and place for everything, and I feel
Definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it is like, I feel like people will see this and be like, Kyle Hamilton in person.
Yeah, no, it humanizes you a little bit. And that's not to say, like, once you get on the football field, like, you need to be locked in. Like,
right.
You need to have that sort of mean streak, like, I don't give a F, whatever, like, how my body's feel. And I feel like I do have that. I can flip that switch. And it's funny, like, my whole football career, I've always been told, like, I look light-skinned, but I play dark-skinned on the field. That's literally what people have been telling me forever. But
that makes sense.
It does, but like, I take pride in it, and like you got to flip that switch to be able to. But yeah, for sure.
What is
No, it's real. I hear that like.
I thought you really had put on for the light skin community. You and Minka, bro. Well, I actually, honestly, there's a lot of light skin safeties that have done well the past couple years.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, some of them are on that other team.
Yeah.
Me, Cam Bynum had a great year last year. Taylor Rapp, Mink. Who else is light skinned? Lohi Gilman.
You put Antoine Winfield. He's close. He ain't cutting it. Sorry.
See, bro. I saw Antoine in Vegas.
Antoine
had a crazy year, and he got paid. He's probably brown skinned.
Yeah, he might not. It's during the summer. He might. During the winter, he might make it though.
Yeah, maybe he might be on a little light skin.
During the winter, he might make it.
A little light skin.
All right, last couple of serious, bro. This is one quick one. Two to finish it out is, Lord willing, you stay healthy, have a successful year. What does it feel like to be working towards like that second contract?
Yeah, I was just talking about this with my agent the other day. Like I try not, and I was talking with my family. Like I try not to think about it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's always how I've approached football.
Mm-hmm.
It's like be where your feet are.
Facts.
It sounds kind of corny, but I mean I've kind of pride myself on that because I've seen people obsess over it like throughout the year, like make a bad play, like they're not gonna pay me because of that, like this and that. And you'll drive yourself crazy over that. So I want to just not think about that. I'm thinking I'm playing for free right now, and I approach everything like that, and let the chips fall where they may at the end of it all. And I think everything in the future will take care of itself. But I try to just stay focused on the now, because once you get too far ahead, you start tripping over it.
Nah, for sure. All right, lastly, so just take this wherever you want to take it. Last two questions for you, bro. Describe, if you could play out the next couple of years, just like what's your vision for yourself? Because you've alluded to that. You feel like you haven't scratched the surface. I think it's always cool to ask people questions like this because I feel like it's cool to look back on stuff like this. So
Yeah.
what do you see? Like, what's your vision for college future?
Yeah, I think one, just consistency, and I did have a good year this year, but I feel like I've probably plays that only I know. Yeah. That I'm like, I could have picked that instead of breaking it up, or I could have done this instead of doing that. Like, and it's just trying to get those out of my game and just fixing those little things.
Right.
Like I said, if I do that, I start playing well, then whatever the accolades, whatever.
It's a byproduct.
Yeah, it's a byproduct of it all. So I think just working on myself and working on what I can do will improve my future play. Yeah. And I think I still have a long ways to go in that. I feel like I can affect the game in a lot of different ways and just be consistent in that while also playing within the defense.
Yeah.
Also win a Super Bowl. I think that
Facts.
is literally like the pinnacle of football. Like I said, I was all pro this year. I was Pro Bowler, which is amazing, and it's a blessing. And then, like, at that point, you just got to win a Super Bowl, and then you
check
beat
them
football.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to win a Super Bowl for sure. And then, like I said, like, whether in terms of contracts, whatever it may be, I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm just more so focused. If I do all of that I need to do, that'll take care of itself.
It'll take care of itself. We didn't get into this, but you can kind of answer this question. I think I've seen some stuff. You weren't a highly recruited guy. You kind of blossomed late, maybe to some of your peers. But just what advice would you give to a younger person out there, just on their pathway, like development? In today's world, too, it's like, even as you talked about, there's a lot of stuff for social media. And social media is a great tool.
Yeah,
I think it does a lot for a lot of people, and it is amazing to be so connected to the world. But at the same time, it can be misleading to think that like it just happens so fast. So what would you say to like the younger generation of football players out there that are kind of coming up, that want it, that want to be where you are? What would you say?
Yeah, I would just say comparison is not healthy. What do they say? Like, comparison is the thief of joy.
Correct.
And that's definitely true, especially starting high school recruiting. Because I remember getting caught up in that. Like, when I was a 3-star, and stars don't really matter, but just using it as perspective. For when I was a 3-star, like, I'm seeing all these dudes, even some of my friends get offers from these places like that are big schools. And I had some offers at that point, nothing crazy. And I'm kind of sitting back thinking, like, damn, like, I wish that was me. Like, what do I need to do to get there? But like I said earlier, like, I just kept doing my own thing, kept grinding, kept working, and then I get out on the football field my junior year of high school, and then everything just clicks together.
Yeah.
And I feel like with social media nowadays, like, from such a young age, people are so scrutinized. And once you're painted as something in the social media world and in the media and how everybody else looks at you, it's hard to get that off of you.
Right.
And I think, honestly, at the end of the day, you shouldn't give a F.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I know what I want to do. I know what I need to do. I don't care what these writers are saying about me. I don't care what these people on Twitter are saying about me. I don't care what, honestly, like, be very blunt, I don't care what my, like, coaches, whatever maybe had to say about me, because I know what I am at the end of the day.
Right.
I know if I'm good or not, and if you know you're good, then there's nobody that should be able to stop you. So I feel like that's kind of something that I carry with me. And of course, like, I respect coaches, family, whatever it may be, but
you have
very
to have that confidence
at the end of the day. Like, you have to have that confidence in yourself if you want to go do anything in life.
Sure. All right, last one for you, bro. What does the journey mean to you? Take it wherever you want, but just the words, the journey. What does the journey mean to you?
Yeah, I think the journey to me is unknown. I think that's the best part of it.
Yeah.
You know where you've been, you know where you want to go, but you don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
That was kind of bar.
Come on.
No, it's like, you don't know what exactly how tomorrow's gonna play out. You don't know how next year is gonna play out, and I think the journey is doing as much as you can in the present, just set yourself and your loved ones up for a good future.
Yeah.
And that's really all I want to do at the end of the day, is just know that when I sit back and I'm 50 years old, like, I did everything I did that I could to be in the position. Hopefully, it's a good position that I'm in at the
Facts.
time. So I think, yeah, the journey is ever changing and nobody knows. And, God puts things in your way for a reason and you have to
Sure.
overcome them. You're better afterwards. And I really believe in that.
Amen.
Amen.
Church said amen. Look, made this far. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming on, bro. You've been great.
Appreciate you.
Look,
Thank you.
it's been fun conversation. That's why I always do these things. I feel like people can watch them and be entertained,
Mhm.
all the things, but more so take something from it meaningful and they can apply it to their lives and be better for it. So, look, thank you for tuning in. Love you. See you next time. Peace.